and gentlemen, welcome to IZW Adrenaline. This is the 4th week of More Recovery Month. A tremendous effort has been made by everybody here at IZW. I'm your host, Mike, by the way. I'm sorry I wasn't with you last week. I had a family matter I needed to take care of, but I'm back and I'm happy to be back. And I'll tell you another thing. I've got somebody that's going to be joining me in the booth here tonight. CM Burnham, he's no stranger to you, an expert in wrestling. I mean, the things that this guy knows will blow your mind. And I mean, they certainly blew mine. And we've got things coming up for you tonight. Some of the things you have to look forward to. We've got Kevin Morgan versus Damon Windsor, which is sure to be bloody. I mean, we might literally have to change the rating of this show. That's how graphic that could be. We've got Convict versus Phoenix. Those are two tremendous wrestlers right there. The Convict, an absolute powerhouse. Following that, we've got the return of Johnny Z tonight. He is back from vacation, and I'm sure he is ready to take care of anything he feels was left unfinished before he took off. Now, I know that he brought some gifts back for Impact Elite as well. And what can I say? What a nice boss to have, right? Great guy right there. Anyway, we've got a lot of action coming here for you tonight at IZW Adrenaline. We really, really appreciate you guys tuning in on GFL.TV.com. Wherever you are in the world, be sure to follow us on Facebook at IZW World. Same thing with Twitter at IZW World. Man, the social media, it just is going to blow up for the things that are going to happen here tonight. CM Burnham, we are going to take you to the back for CM Burnham as he's talking to Damon Windsor live right now. Let's take it to the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Burnham backstage at the Impact Arena. At this time, I'd like to bring out my guest, big business, Damon Windsor.
What up, Burnham?
How you doing? Mr. Windsor, tonight you get your hands on your former tag team partner, Kevin Morgan. For the first time, I just wanted to get your comments before you head out to the ring for that.
For the first time tonight, you ain't gonna tell me. Over a month ago, that big gorilla stabbed me in the back, took me down after teaming up for a whole year. That's all right. I've been there, I've done that. I know how that organization works. So you know what? What goes around, Kevin, comes around. And I've been waiting a hell of a long time for what's gonna happen tonight. Don't look for a lot of arm bars and hip tosses out there, because you won't be seeing it. When I step in the ring with the Image of War, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be ugly.
One more question. I wondered if you could give us any insight through the phone calls that have been going on with you.
My personal phone calls that I've been getting in the back. You know what?
Yeah.
I would love to tell you about that, Burnham. But you know what time it is? It's big time. And that means I gotta go take care of some big business.
Well, tonight I came here to compete, but due to what happened last week, it's not looking like I'm gonna be cleared. Everyone knows I had Erica beat, and I was this close to getting my tiara back. But it took the tag team champions giving me their finisher to take me out. Does that make y'all feel like men? You real big man beating up on a smaller girl than you during a match that's not even yours? But that's beyond the point. Erica, I will be cleared, and I will come back. And you know what? I'm gonna win that tiara, and when I'm done with you, you will be seeing blue.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Kevin Morgan is going to be the first to make an entrance here in the ring tonight. And actually, CM Burnham. Hello, CM Burnham.
How you doing there, Mike? By the way, it is
great
to be back in the Impact Arena.
It's following contest. It's never forward fall, which is 15 minutes time limit. Coming to the ring first, representing Impact Elite, the Image of War, Kevin Morgan.
Well, CM, you know, first of all, welcome once again. I am thrilled to be sitting here with you. I'm sure the IZW fans are absolutely thrilled as well. Kevin Morgan, now you got this huge knowledge base of the wrestlers and you know, their ins and outs. And I know Kevin Morgan is no stranger to you.
Kevin Morgan is a destructive force. He has been ever since he walked into IZW, but especially since connecting himself with Impact Elite. He and Damon Windsor as Big Business were a totally devastating tag team. They were nearly unstoppable for the entirety of 2012. And to be honest with you, I think this was always a question in the back of many fans' minds. Who was the more powerful member of the duo? We're going to find that out tonight.
I believe we will find that out. Now, Damon Windsor has been waiting for several weeks now to get his hands on Kevin Morgan, and I mean he feels very betrayed, as he should, very betrayed and very let down, you know. But I don't think he's disappointed to be out of Impact Elite. I think it's more of the betrayal from somebody that he considered his friend. I mean,
well, you saw Damon Windsor backstage when I just got done interviewing him.
Yeah.
He is ready. He has got something to prove here tonight. He is completely focused, and this is an opportunity for him to prove himself and to prove to all these fans that everything that's happened to him has been unjustified. He's out for revenge, and he's going to get it right here and tonight. Or he wants to get it tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got no choice. He needs to come out here and make a statement and get his revenge so he can move on with his career because. Because he is a tremendous wrestler, you know, and he's got so much potential.
For so long, when I was up here with DA calling the matches of Big Business, I would say repeatedly that both members of Big Business represented a great collectivization. Kevin Morgan, the brawn, the power, and I'm not discounting Damon Windsor's size and power himself,
right.
But Damon Windsor had the mental acuity. He was definitely the brains of the pair, and he's going to need to rely on those brains in order to come out successful against the sheer brutality and force that is the image of war.
Exactly, you're exactly right, you know, and I mean, that's what makes a successful tag team is, I mean, smarts are good on either side of the house, but you definitely need one of those members to have that power that Kevin Morgan has, you know, and Damon Windsor, on the other hand, having the brains, he knows this guy through and through. He knows Kevin Morgan through and through. I mean, he could probably almost read his mind.
Anytime that you put two men in the ring against each other that have been long-term tag team partners, and there you see Damon Windsor not waiting, taking the advantage. He knows that he can't wait for a traditional lockup, a traditional start to this match, and he said this was not going to be a technical classic. This was not going to be a quote-unquote 5-star match. This was going to be a brute force slaughtering of one or the other, and Damon Windsor immediately taking it to the outside, just going after Kevin Morgan. Wow.
Yeah, well, you know, he's staying true to his word right now, you know, and just taking it to Kevin Morgan any way that he possibly can. You know, this is a man who's been betrayed here. He has been so down on his luck, and he's been beat down repeatedly by not just Kevin Morgan, but Impact Elite as a whole.
Well, that's the way Impact Elite functions. They love their strength in numbers. They love to know that they're always going to have the advantage that way. But this right here, this is one-on-one. At least right now it's one-on-one, and hopefully it'll remain that way for the entirety of the match. But we got a one-on-one situation here, and I wonder if that's going to favor against Kevin Morgan, who perhaps is accustomed to believing that somewhere along the line, if he gets into trouble, Impact Elite is going to be there.
Well, you know, another observation I'd like to make is that usually when a member of Impact Elite is in the ring wrestling, Madam Commissioner Erica is almost always on the outside of the ring, and I don't see her here tonight. Now, a few weeks ago, Brad Michaels was here in the booth with me, and referred to Erica as an equalizer. Now, you know, I kind of have a different take on that, but fact of the matter is that she's always out there, so would that have an impact on Kevin Morgan as well?
Well, the absence of Commissioner Erica, if nothing else, it takes a certain psychological edge away from Kevin Morgan, like I say, again, relying on that outside presence, that knowledge that there's backup waiting for him. He certainly doesn't seem to be needing it at this point now, as you see those repeated knee thrusts into the chest of big business. I'm so accustomed to calling him the big picture, the big business, Damon Windsor. And you see Kevin Morgan trying to, I guess, rally some support from the crowd. I don't know why.
We knew he wasn't going to get it, though. You know, you got, I do see a few fans here in this arena from time to time that are, you know, they're all about Impact Elite, you know, and I mean, they make themselves known. They kind of have that same mentality, even, you know. I mean, they don't care what the rest of the rest of the people in here think so much as they do, you know, about the wrestlers that they love, you know, and about the ones that really inspire them.
Wow! What a nice DDT there on the part of Windsor. He's got to follow that up right now with a pin. You can see him move right in, hook that leg. Referee Mark Wilson down, but only for 2.
That's only a 2 count right there. You know, again, when you talk about the strength of Kevin Morgan, you realize that Damon Windsor has a lot. He's got to really put Kevin Morgan down. You know,
it is very rare that Kevin Morgan has had to face off in the ring someone who can equal him in terms of size, and that he has to worry about when it comes to power. There's a very elite, no pun intended, elite handful of people that can step in that ring that Kevin knows I do not automatically have an advantage over these people with those 2 factors. Damon Windsor is one of them.
That's right.
You've seen a focus on the part of Kevin Morgan that he's not letting up. He's not doing he's just focused on beating down Damon Windsor right now.
Absolutely, you know, and I mean well, you know, no wrestler wants to come into this ring here, or any ring for that matter, and lose. You know, that's just.
Oh man, power of that leg drop right across the throat.
From hell right there.
There's a little bit of arrogance right there. He in a normal match with a normal competitor that Morgan's accustomed to being in the ring, that might have been enough to take a 3 down.
Oh,
so you saw him just lean across for the pin, not go for a full-fledged pin.
Right.
That's something he cannot do here. You mentioned earlier, these 2 people know each other. Windsor walked into this match knowing a lot of the tricks and a lot of the strategies and advantages that Morgan has. He's going to be able to counter most of those things. He's going to be prepared.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right about that too. Now we see Damon Windsor taking these kicks to the face right here, and I mean you got to be a man the size of Damon Windsor. We can pretty much know right off bat that he does not have that infamous glass jaw that drops lesser men instantaneously. But on the other hand, it does take power out of him. And that's something Damon Windsor has to watch out for. Now you mentioned that he does have that sharpness about him, that mental acuity that helps him be a big factor.
And you saw it right there. The big guys, one of the obvious weak points is the knees. If you take them off their feet, if you keep them grounded, it negates a lot of the size and power advantage that they have. Damon Windsor drop kicking the knee of Kevin Morgan, trying to get him down, wasn't able to keep him down, but showed I know what I have to do in order to put some of these advantages onto my side.
That's absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you, this matchup right here is, I mean, it's bound to get worse. It's got to be it's going to get bad at some point in here. And I told the fans earlier that we might have to change the rating of the show. You know, just based off of these guys right here, because they are at each other's throats. I mean, this is one of the hottest feuds here in IZW
This is a
to date.
deeply personal issue. You cannot be a tag team for as long as Big Business was, and then break apart in the manner that they did, and not have deep personal feelings left over. These two men are both motivated by deeply personal issues, and they're out to prove that each of them is out to prove they were the dominant person in that tag team. They were the quote-unquote leader of the tag team.
And that's pretty much what it boils down to. You know, they both have something to prove. You know, they both have something to prove, not only to each other, but to the fans here. Kevin Morgan has something to prove to Impact Elite. Even though he's acquired the status of being, you know, their bodyguard, of being Impact Elite's primary security force, which is crazy. I mean, that speaks volumes to his power and his ruthlessness.
Here we go with another pinfall attempt, and no! Wow, that was so close. That was so close right there.
That was about a hair off of the mat for the third count there. If you didn't catch that, that was incredibly close, and neither of these guys can afford that.
Windsor now looking for a vertical suplex, and that's going to get some high verticality on either man.
Oh yeah,
Morgan fights out of it.
It's so hard to move a man that size, and especially to take him vertical. That's a feat of pure strength right there, and it's understandable that Kevin Morgan has equal and opposite strength to break out of that.
You got to wonder, as this match goes longer and longer, what the gas tank is like for both of these men. I mean, they have been giving each other everything that they possibly have, and as the match continues on, that gas tank is going to work its way closer and closer to the empty side. It may just come down to a war of attrition as to not so much which man is dominant, but which man can last the longest.
You know, I think the way, we have a small way that we can kind of gauge the loss of strength and power. I mean, one of them is looking at how much sweat is on either one of these wrestlers at one time.
Oh!
And another one is just if you go back, you know, in your mind and count.
What does Windsor have to do?
He's frustrated. Damon Windsor is very frustrated right now, and it's understandable because he wants to show that he's dominant in this matchup.
Windsor now setting. I think maybe he's going to go for a choke slam.
He could be.
What is this? What is this? Impact Inc.
No!
Referee Mark Wilson calling for the bell. This is obviously a disqualification. Like I said, anytime any member of Impact Elite looks to be in trouble, they know the others are back there. And sure enough, your tag team champions, Jordan Jacobs, Jermaine Johnson, right out to the rescue. And now we've got a full-fledged beatdown of Damon Windsor in the middle of the ring. Come on.
This is insanity. But you know the sad thing, CM, is that I knew, and I'm sure you knew too, that the rest of Impact Elite was not far behind Kevin Morgan when he came out tonight. Obviously, Damon Windsor didn't pass them in the hallway coming up here because, I mean, he probably would have been in bad shape. But they couldn't have been far behind Kevin Morgan.
Windsor certainly needs some help somehow here.
He does. He needs a helping hand, you know. There's been a few moments where he's a good guy. He doesn't deserve this.
I think maybe Kevin's signaling for. Is he signaling for a detonator?
He
is.
Oh my God!
The detonator from Kevin Morgan. And there is, you see standing at the top of the ramp, fans.
Madam Commissioner Erica has entered the ring to oversee this brutal beatdown of Damon Windsor, and there's not a look of concern on her face whatsoever.
No, she looks completely content and very relaxed. That is. What's Morgan? Oh no! And now that sky-high neckbreaker combination with the tag team champions. Oh my! Oh no!
Oh my God! The convict.
Mike, I don't like this guy. I do not like this guy. I have not liked this guy since he's walked step-footed here. Oh man.
That's understandable, CM. You know, he's I mean, you had Kevin Morgan in the ring already. You bring in Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Jacobs, and now the Convict. I mean,
and look at him. And the Convict, you can't read him. You can't see his face. He gives off no body language, and he just collides with Windsor in the corner. Windsor down to his knees.
This is an outrage right here.
Gangland style beating here.
It really is. It is. You know, I've actually. It's funny that you mentioned that. I've pushed that one in the past. That's how they beat him out of Impact Elite, was gang style, and then they've continued numerous times since that date to beat him.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Convict setting for it. Could be 15 to 20.
Oh!
Come on! Enough is enough.
What a brutal display of power and ruthlessness this is by Impact Elite. You know, and I'm not saying.
Now you
I guess
can
our commissioner's
all
going to
place
speak.
your hands together and applaud what these men have just done.
Brutality just continues here now. You see Kevin Morgan.
Now that we've got the trash taken care of, we can move on to the real reason that you're all here tonight. The celebration of the return of your owner, your founder, your natural-born leader, and the most amazing humanitarian to ever set foot on this earth. Johnny Z!
Well, it looks like Johnny Z is going to be making his way down to the ring in his first appearance in 2 weeks, and I mean, if you got to beat down a guy just to welcome back this ruthless leader of Impact Elite, what does that tell you? That's something that's kind of despicable right there.
Well, Mike, I think you summed it up very well right there. You know, it's been several months since I've been able to be here at the Impact Arena. Last time I was around, Johnny Z was the focus of everything that was good, right, and proper going on here, as was Jermaine Johnson. So it's very difficult for me to sit here, even though I know Johnny Z's past, even though I know Jermaine Johnson's past. It still was difficult for me to read, to find out what they had done to put together this contingent of Impact Elite, and to watch Johnny Z become the IZW champion, to just have it handed to him by the Convict, and to watch him turn back to his old ways.
I demand you all take out your cellular devices and begin taking snapshots of the greatest group ever.
Oh, they're continuing the beatdown of Damon Windsor. I mean, this is really disgusting me.
Oh no! Here comes a big boot!
Oh!
That's what happens.
And that's it. I think that's it for Damon Windsor.
Love it. They got no heart.
I've seen Johnny Z kick so many people out of the Impact Arena with that big boot. And I think Damon Windsor.
It's good to see all of you too. Really, it's not. I dreaded this moment. I dreaded having to come back out here and in front of each and every one of you after the 2 glorious weeks that I spent accepting my humanitarian award in Europe. Have any of you losers ever been to Europe? I'm pretty sure you haven't, you know, because you're losers. I'm not. I get to do things that you don't. And that's why you wish that you could be me. You see, as each one of you can attest to, as each one of these men can attest to, when you're a part of Impact Elite, as they're as Erica has said numerous times, it cements your status, right? Impact Elite is all about status. No, it's about status, but you see, what comes with that status is what's on the back of these new shirts that you will be able to purchase starting next week right over there at the merchandise counter. And that is expectations. You see, that is how we decide what goes down here at Impact Zone Wrestling. And this goof, this idiot, this moron, a mouth-breathing window licker like each and every one of you has always been below expectations. And that's why you cheer for him. That's why you root for him, because you all have that in common. Because in your mediocre lives, you have always been below expectations. Just like everyone in that locker room is below expectations, because Team Erica has been entered in the Impact Chamber, entered to compete in the Impact Chamber and prove just how dominant we are. But because everyone back there is below expectations, no one has stepped to the plate. But you know what? We'll keep coming out here. We'll keep beating punks up. We'll keep throwing the trash out. We'll keep setting the expectations, and everyone will just keep falling short of them. Now, Impact Elite. Impact Elite. Impact Elite. Impact Elite. You suck! You suck! You suck! Are you ever gonna work with me? Ever? You suck! Tell them about it.
Very disrespectful. See, it's quite obvious that at Evolution, Team Erica will reign supreme.
Raise your filthy palm in the air. Say thank you, Erica.
No. You say thank you, Erica. I'm very disappointed in you all. Because look at my hair. Look at my dress. I am beautiful. Not only am I beautiful, but I am also an elite athlete. I surround myself with elite athletes.
Well, our crowd here at the Impact Arena making their feelings known about Erica's appearance.
Take that back! You all take that back! This instant! I'm beautiful! Look at these shoes! Look at this dress! This is a $500 dress!
I really don't think they care about the cost, actually. That doesn't seem to matter to anybody here, but I'll tell you, my first concern...
This is an example of disrespect. And I solve problems, and I'm gonna solve the problem of disrespect right now by making each and every one of you become followers to the natural born leader, just like Jordan Jacobs, just like Kevin Morgan, just like the Convict, just like Erica, just like myself, you should all just bow. Get on your knees right now and bow down to the natural born leader. Bow down to the IZW champion. Do it.
You see any crowd participation out there?
Not a single bit.
Wow. Yeah, well, my first concern right now is for Damon Windsor.
Even the
Yeah, you bow to Damon.
Even the convict
Hit
going down.
my music.
Well, we've got we've got Damon Windsor still laying completely unconscious here in the ring.
He has not moved until now. Jermaine Johnson goes to pick him up.
Yeah, you know,
It's taken all three of them to
and you mentioned CM that last time you were here, you know, things were functioning about as normally as, you know, wrestling should. Jermaine Johnson, the turn that he made, what do you think of it?
I was very, very disappointed when I heard what happened with Jermaine Johnson, what he did, how he realigned himself with Impact Elite. But I just look at this force right here in the ring. I see the brains, I see the power, I see a devastating group here that I'm not certain anybody can stand up to. And you heard Commissioner Erica, you heard Johnny C say they have been entered into the Impact Chamber match at Evolution. I'm thinking right now of the roster for IZW, and I have to wonder, is there any grouping that can be cohesive together the way that Impact Elite has shown themselves to be?
And that's certainly the question that's been eating away at a lot of fans. And you know, I've been thinking it over myself. You know, and I mean, there are guys who could pull together, but they've got things going on between them. You know, I mean, there's so much going on here at IZW right now.
Don't you got a big dummy for that?
Well, that was Jermaine Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Speak of the devil, and I'll tell you, he's in rare form tonight.
Well, as you say, Impact Elite certainly in rare form. They are celebrating the return of the IZW champion Johnny C. They are celebrating. Kevin Morgan's making this. Kevin Morgan just telling us to show.
So what do they say?
I'm just hoping they don't come over here any closer. Especially not the Convict. I'm really, really wanting the Convict to go away right about now.
Well,
Mike. Oh well, okay. Let's just get him. Let's just get him backstage, please.
He's stepping backstage.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I can breathe again now. Mike, this is an amazing return for Impact Elite, an amazing demonstration of how together, how unified, and how powerful they are. As Damon Windsor still lays in the ring, still being tended to by referee Mark Wilson. I'm very worried for what the future of IZW is going to face.
Well,
We've got
hey,
some upcoming match here.
Yeah, we do. As a matter of fact, and coming up tonight. Hey, guess what, CM? It's the Convict. Look at the Convict right there. He is facing Phoenix tonight.
Well, you know,
now Phoenix is he's a great wrestler. You know, up until you know, just recently, the what wrestling should be, Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs removed the tag team titles from Phoenix and Falcon. But Phoenix, nevertheless, that doesn't make him any less talented.
No, Phoenix is certainly a very, very talented individual, and despite his size, he carries an abundant amount of power. He may actually be one of the few people who could face Convict in a power versus power situation. I can't really say I look forward to seeing Convict in the ring, but right. I do want to see what this clash will end up looking like.
And it's going to be an ugly one, that's for sure. You know, hey, we actually, I hear there's something going on in the back. I'm not sure. Can we get a camera back there? Anybody?
Larger than life, Jermaine Johnson here, and I've got the interview of the year. I've got half of the tag team champions with me, the Impact Player of the Year, Lights Out George Jacobs, and I'm gonna ask him the tough questions. That's what I do. I bring that funky mustard, that heat, that fire. So I'm gonna ask him the tough questions like, where'd you get those shades from?
Oh, you wanna know where I got these shades from, man? Johnny Z brought them back for us from Italy. He was on his international peacekeeping tour and brought them back for the tag team champions. You know, I got a question for the other half of the tag team champions because I asked them hard questions. You know, I got that weird mustard that you were talking about. Listen, the world wants to know, how do you feel about that beatdown we just put on the
I think that beatdown shows why we always exceed expectations.
Yeah!
It shows, get that mic up there, I'm talking, baby. It shows why you're lights out, and it shows why I'm larger than life.
Man, speaking of larger than life, I am so impressed with you.
That's funny because I am more impressed with you.
Oh man, you're not as impressed with me as I'm impressed with you.
As a matter of fact, if it came to being impressed, no,
You know what the Phoenix is not impressed with? The way you treated his two friends, Joseph Monroe and Daniel Martin.
Man, you come flying in here talking about Joseph Monroe and Daniel Martin. You needs to be worried about what you've got coming later tonight.
Because if I remember correctly, you gotta face the convict.
You know what? You two funky fiends, your day of justice will come. And you let the convict know the Phoenix rises for any occasion.
Man, just fly out of here.
Fly out.
Please, man.
We got business. We've got some stuff to deal with. Team.
That's right. Team.
Hey, you people, shut the hell up! Randy Price, I'm so freaking mad at you. Man, you have left me laying twice here in the last few weeks. 2 times. I could be injured, hurt, just totally destroyed, just like Bad Brad. You have screwed everything up, man. I'm telling you right now, Randy, next week when Bad Brad's here, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make him as comfortable as possible while he's here. And if you know what I'm talking about, you old school idiot, I'm talking about you laying on your back, laying there waiting for the baddest man on the planet to come down and slap the piss out of your mouth, boy. Yeah, that's right. That's old school. And now you're gonna get assassinated.
Well, some very strong words there from Brian Cruz, but I guess now we're going to see, once again, making their way back to the ring, Impact Elite.
Absolutely right, and we've got, you know, what do we have here? We've got Phoenix, who just approached, he flew in on Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs as they were doing that gaudy display.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Representing Impact Elite, he is one half of the IZW Tag Team Champions, Jordan Jacobs.
You know, yeah, but Phoenix, you know, flew in and interrupted this display of arrogance that Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs here. Well, you know who Jordan is facing, right?
That is a good way to phrase it, the display of arrogance, because Jordan Jacobs, that's one thing that hasn't changed since I've been here. Jordan Jacobs always concerned about Jordan Jacobs.
Absolutely.
The man has an ego that is twice as big as his body, and I've got lights out.
We've got a little bit of, well, the power's still on. I mean,
Going on here.
Oh!
Well,
Look at this. I think we all know this music right here.
Yes, we do. Your former 6-time IZW heavyweight champion, the Bronze Bull.
And his opponents, the Bronze Bull.
Well, I'll tell you, if the Bronze Bull here tonight, he has just as many problems with Jordan Jacobs, based off of the fact that he's in Impact Elite, as he does with the Convict. You know, now the Convict's got a match against Phoenix tonight, but we see the Bronze Bull here getting ready to face off against Jordan Jacobs. I'm sure he has the Convict's face mask and possibly the orange jumpsuit, at least in his mind, painted over the body of Jordan Jacobs.
Well, this will be an interesting contest of differing styles. Jordan Jacobs, very much a hit, strike hard, strike fast kind of guy. Get in there, switch up, hit up. Bronze Bull, more focused on the power game. Obviously outsizes Jordan Jacobs. So definitely a conflict of styles here. It'll be interesting to see exactly how this will pan out. I do believe that once again, Madam Commissioner Erica is at ringside with Jordan Jacobs. It will be interesting to see if she makes her presence known.
Oh, I'm sure she will. And that's just, Impact Elite's new shirts. They say expectations. And now, I have expectations that, as we get the bell, I have expectations that Madam Commissioner Erica will be making her presence known, as she always does. I've seen her in so many matchups where she's...
Notice how cautiously Jordan Jacobs felt out, but how cautious he was to come into contact with the Bronze Bull. Again, going back to that past association when the Bronze Bull was part of Impact Elite. You have that knowledge going in. Jordan Jacobs running in there with both knees up. That's one of his signature moves, and he's desperately clutching for those ropes to try and get out of this. He does not want to be turned over into that Boston Crab. Oh! Look at the power of the Bronze Bull as he just yanked your 2012 Impact Player of the Year out to the middle of the ring and prepares to deliver more punishment.
Wow, I'll tell you, the Bronze Bull, absolutely a great example of a powerhouse here in IZW and in the wrestling world, period. I mean, the Bronze Bull is nothing to play with, and I'm sure whatever it was that Jordan Jacobs did in the beginning of this matchup, taking the Bronze Bull in the corner, like you said, he had a cautious approach. And then, I think it really only aggravated the Bronze Bull.
Jordan now going for the first pinfall attempt of the match, only getting a 1 count. One of the things I didn't bring up is the experience factor. Bronze Bull has been competing for well over 10 years. Jordan Jacobs, I believe, closing in close to his 5th year as a pro. The Bull, well-traveled, going over to Japan, many multiple tours of Japan.
Right.
Jacobs not having had that opportunity yet, although he certainly has the connections and he certainly has the ability to do whatever he wishes to do. And now, once again, doing the smart thing, as I pointed out earlier in the Kevin Morgan-Daniel Windsor match. He knows he's the smaller dog in this fight, so he's going to try and negate that size by keeping the Bronze Bull down, using the tactics of wrapping his arm around that bottom rope, doing whatever he has to do in order to keep the Bull from simply picking Jordan up and flinging him around, because that's exactly what he could do.
Yeah, that's true, and Jordan Jacobs can, he said himself in interviews, and it's no secret to anybody, he's a huge fan of technical wrestling. And he's going to pull out all the stops, so to speak, with all the technical moves that he can to wear the Bronze Bull down, even if it's little by little. I didn't catch the time limit on this matchup, but I'm sure that if Jordan Jacobs can maintain control through the majority of the match and be technical the whole time, he's going to wear the Bronze Bull down.
Well, you've seen Jordan Jacobs focus primarily on that left arm. He's focused on and Madam Commissioner Erica going right in.
There you go.
He's sticking herself.
We should have put money on it,
Yeah, we probably should have. But Jacobs doing a very intelligent intelligent factor here. That's not the word I want, but he's focused on that arm. He's focusing on that joint. He's doing whatever he can to weaken that because, again, he knows a lot of the power game, a lot of the game for the Bronze Bull is that power game. And if you take away one of those arms, he's not going to be able to execute several of those maneuvers. He's not maybe going to be able to hoist Jacobs up for the greetings from Mount Olympus.
And that's absolutely possible as well. You know, we see Jordan Jacobs continuing to work the arms of the Bronze Bull. Bronze Bull just moments ago was still able, despite having his arm worked over, to deliver some punches to the abdomen of Jordan Jacobs, which pretty much tell Jordan he has not done it yet. You know, and he's got some more work to do, which is why we see him down in this position right now.
Once again, back on that arm. I've got to give it to Jordan Jacobs here. He is fighting a very intelligent match. He has been 100% focused on that arm. He has not relented on it, and the Bull is going to have to fight up from this. Does he have the power to pick Jordan Jacobs up with that injured arm? He's going to try. Look at the power of the Bronze Bull as he pulls Jacobs up, only to plant him back down with a modified power bomb.
You know, those arms really needed a break at this point in time, not a break from Jordan Jacobs, you know, the type that he's hoping to deliver, but just a break from the control and the submission holds.
Oh, nice atomic drop there by the Bull.
Yeah,
that'll shatter your spine.
Absolutely.
And then a running knee drop, a running knee lift. And now the Bull just goes straight to pugilistics. Roundhouse punch to the chin of lights out. Jordan Jacobs almost knocked Jordan lights out.
That's right. That's right. You know, that nickname, unfortunately.
Oh, he's going for it. He's trying to pick him up for greetings from Mount Olympus. And
wait,
are we going to do something? What is
come on. This is another disqualification. I don't see why Impact Elite does this.
Well, it's because they can, Mike. That's the horrible thing. When you've got the commissioner and when you've got the owner within your own factions, who's going to stop you? They make the rules. They're going to break the rules. And here we go again, another display of the arrogance of Impact Elite as they now proceed to do to the Bronze Bull basically what they did to Damon Windsor earlier.
Wow. You know, I really just can't believe that. Wait a minute. Bobby Starr is in the ring, and it looks like Bobby Starr is coming out to save. You know, I saw him save the Bronze Bull 2 weeks ago, and I'll tell you what, I'd say the Bronze Bull and the Brass Bull have made an amazing connection and gotten back to their former state of friendship.
For months, Bobby Starr was begging for the attention and the approval of the Bronze Bull, and now look at them work together in the ring to dispose of your tag team champions.
Wow, that's incredible right there. That is incredible.
This is an interesting alliance right here that may...
Your winner by disqualification, the Bronze...
Shut up! Drop that music! We did not come here to get disrespected! You two think you're a tag team. You think you're something. You're nothing to us. We're what wrestling should be. And Bobby Starr, I don't think you've learned your lesson yet. You're going to get the exact same thing Aaron Bronze Bull got. Because I'm challenging you right here. Right now.
Wow.
I guess we got an impromptu match.
I think so.
Jermaine wants an impromptu match.
It's certainly not. It's certainly not on the schedule for tonight.
Well, I think it's going to be on the schedule because the Bronze Bull is going to make this one happen, and now we've got the Brass Bull in the ring with Jermaine Johnson. Referee Mark Wilson looking a little hesitant, but
this is incredible.
Is this actually going to start? Oh,
there we go. We've got the bell.
Let's go.
We've got the bell. And you know, the crazy thing about this, I mean, Madam Commissioner is out there, but I mean, she barely had to put any kind of approval on this impromptu matchup, you know? And now Bobby Starr, I mean, he was already ready to do war when he came out here, and he has taken it to Jermaine Johnson. You know, he does not want to see his mentor get destroyed out there by Impact Elite at all.
Look at Bobby Starr take the fight straight to Jermaine Johnson. For someone who came out here who was not necessarily prepared to compete in a full-fledged match, he is not backing down from your other half of your tag team champions. And this is an awesome, the pain.
We know where Jermaine Johnson got hit, and that is painful.
But Jermaine trying to pick the Star up. And a spin wheel kick there, straight to the face of the Brass Bull. This impromptu match being set up right here, following in on the heels of the disqualification win by the Bronze Bull. And double axe handle there by Jermaine Johnson, as now it appears that Johnson is going to be perhaps in control of this. Johnson looking once again up into the high red district, another double axe handle, trying to put Star down. Star only goes to one knee.
You know, I see something else happening on the outside of the ring, and I mean, of course, we've got this impromptu matchup going on. That's awesome. But you really see how much Jordan Jacobs actually cared to face the Bronze Bull tonight. And I mean, he's staying on his side of the ring.
He's staying far away. Yeah.
He's not. I mean, I was kind of wondering if the Bronze Bull was gonna, or the Bronze Bull and Jordan Jacobs were gonna go at it outside of the ring, and both of them staying as professional as possible tonight. But professionalism, when it comes to Impact Elite, their definition of professionalism is very different. And we see the Bronze Bull now trying to encourage Bobby Starr to get up and get back into this matchup here, because he can't lose this matchup either. Now Bobby Starr also has to prove something.
Well, again, you go back to the arrogance issue of Impact Elite. You saw him force Bobby Starr down in the corner and then apply the knee to the throat right in front of the Bronze Bull, as if to say, I can do this whenever I want to. I can do it to Bobby. I can do it to you. Jermaine Johnson is certainly not anyone who is reticent to spout off, to run his mouth. He does it very, very well, and he is doing that right there, showing the Bronze Bull that this is what they intend to do if there is indeed an actual pairing between these two bulls. And now Bobby going in for a pin once again, 2.5.
Wow.
And following up once again, he thinks he's got this. Not quite yet.
No, not quite yet. And yeah, that is a lot of arrogance right there. With Jermaine Johnson, since he's been in Impact Elite, if it's not words, it's actions with him. It's one of the two, usually a combination actually. He is definitely spouting off, and nobody's going to stop him.
And these repeated Russian leg sweeps that he's doing, 3 in a row there. That's unique. I've never seen anybody do that. And now applying again a pin, but not hooking the leg. Perhaps the arrogance causing an over expectation on the part of Jermaine Johnson. And now dumping Bobby Starr to the outside, and almost baiting Bronze Bull to come into the ring.
Well, Bronze Bull definitely wants to jump into the ring as he's being held out, because Jordan Jacobs, we see Jordan Jacobs, and Mark Wilson, of course, doesn't, but we see Jordan Jacobs, making a few extra stabs at Bobby Starr.
It's a distraction move. It's clearly a distraction move. It's the sign of a well-oiled tag team. Johnson and Jacobs are definitely a team that work well together. They know each other, and they can pull things off just like that. This is not going to be a one-on-one match. I guess we really shouldn't have expected it to be, with the presence of so many people at ringside, especially on the part of Impact Elite.
That shirt, that new Impact Elite shirt, which will be available for purchase, but the word on the back definitely, the more I think it over, it really does sum up so many things that happen here in IZW. Expectations. Somebody doesn't meet them, somebody has them too high, so on and so forth. That's a real profound word, I guess.
Well, Impact Elite has always been very proud of status. They want to make sure that everybody understands their status as the supreme faction in IZW, in the wrestling world in general. And they are doing what they need to do to prove that right here to these fans, as Jermaine Johnson Listen to this crowd.
They are so excited.
I honestly, I never thought this day would come, but Bobby Starr, 100% of support from the fans as Jermaine waits and waits, coming off.
He's caught by Bobby Starr.
And Starr with the neck breaker.
Bobby Starr wasn't going to have him, and that must have this inspiration coming from the crowd has got to play a huge factor in keeping Bobby going right now. Because, like you said, he wasn't prepared for a matchup. Now he was ready to do what he had to do to save the Bronze Bull, but he wasn't ready for a full-fledged match.
Starr calling on those gods. Look, he goes right there. Motioning
There he is.
to the gods, saying, "I need your help. I need you to give me the power." And it looked like he was going for the sleeper there. There he is. Has he got it? He's got it locked in right there.
Bobby Starr has a sleeper hold locked in on Jermaine Johnson, and we've
here
already
comes
seen
George
what
Janela again.
Another disqualification.
Another one. Mike, I'm going to have to leave you up here for a moment because I've got to go to the back to do another interview. But,
Absolutely.
Oh, I don't know if I want to come out right now because there comes Kevin Morgan. I got to get out of here, Mike. I'll be back up here.
I hope you don't run into the convict on the staircase. All right, wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we see CM Burnham as he's making his way around the convict and back into the locker room to do some more interviews. Wow, another beatdown is in progress here in the Impact Arena, and guess who's at it? Impact Elite. If you know, for those of you just joining us, you didn't need me to tell you that, but hey, I just did. And the more important thing here is that this is something that's been going on repeatedly, week after week after week. And now they have the Bronze Bull and the Brass Bull down in the ring, and they're ready to just destroy these guys. You know, I really, Johnny Z is holding Bobby's, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of wand or something. But hey, you know, Bobby Starr uses it for his religious rituals, and Johnny Z is gonna hit him right in the face with it. Wow, I'll tell you, that's pretty despicable right there. I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to walk into a church and pick up a cross and slap somebody with it just because they have an issue with them or who they are or anything like that. And to Bobby Starr, I mean, that's got to be devastating right there. In a way, and I'm sure some of you feel the same way, that I kind of hope having contact with that thing, even if it did hit him in the face, I kind of hope in some way that it gave him the kind of power that he's going to need to escape from this. Because Impact Elite is very quick to have each other's backs. Now the Bronze Bull and the Brass Bull also very quick to have each other's backs tonight. Who has their backs? Who? And there's nobody. We don't see anybody coming down this ramp right now. We don't see anybody standing stage side or you know, anybody making their way in any of the entrances here in the Impact Arena to take care to drive Impact Elite out of the ring. And that's the only thing, unfortunately, that's going to save the Bronze Bull and the Brass Bull from the hands that destroy so many wrestlers here in the Impact Arena. Oh, wow. This is just, and of course they're lining up for their customary bow. And this is, again, you know, CM Burnham and I, we've been talking about how Impact Elite has a very arrogant air to them, and you know, they just they come out, they do something like that. Oh, we see a little resistance from the Bronze Bull there. Not much though. He's knocked right back down by Jermaine Johnson. And now George Jacobs is in the Bronze Bull's face. I think that was just kind of a half-friendly reminder to stay down. if you want to call it that. And Jordan Jacobs disrespects Bobby Starr even further by throwing his wig onto his body. I mean, that's just, there is no concern. There is just no concern from any of the members of Impact Elite and how many people they're destroying out here tonight. They're making sure that this whole show looks exactly how they want it to, and that's what they're gonna do. That's kind of as CM said earlier, almost an entitlement that they have, I guess. You know, having Madam Commissioner and the owner, Johnny Z, within their organization. That's their right. Now you see an even. Well, kind of a smaller detail that kind of adds to the arrogance that Impact Elite has as a whole. The Convict pulls the ropes apart for Erica, for Madam Commissioner Erica, who is a wrestler herself. I mean, she knows how to get through those things. But in the interest of saving that $500-some-odd dress, you know, Convict holds the ropes open for her. Very gentlemanly thing to do, probably the most gentlemanly thing that we're going to see from the Convict himself, as he has been an inmate before. Very dangerous man, convicted for Lord only knows what. You know, I'm going to have to get my hands on his rap sheet, actually. You know, and as the host of After the Impact, I'd certainly love to bring that to you. We'll see what we can do about that. Maybe I'm going to have to get into some more investigative journalism, some type of deal like that. And why is there a need to just launch objects over the ring and towards the bronze bull there? That's just purely disrespectful. Wow. Yeah, I know you can't see it right now. Well, actually, you can see it a little bit. Johnny Z was just, I thought he was walking over here to take up a microphone, actually. He was very close to me, and hey, you know, CM kind of got nervous, and you know, I do too, to be perfectly honest with you, you know, around Impact Elite, because you never know what they're going to do. The interview that I did for with Kevin Morgan 2 weeks ago, which wasn't, by the way, wasn't much of an interview at all. I mean, he was already furious as it was. I didn't know if I was going to get my neck broken. And neither does anybody that faces any member of Impact Elite anymore, just because, you know, we see him come out here and destroy people. Now, they talked earlier about Team Erica going into the Impact Chamber, which is an event at Evolution at July 20th, and you know, we've got the Impact Chamber lined up, and we've got again, that's July 20th for IZW Evolution. That's going to be a huge pay-per-view event. Tonight, though, we still have a big match coming up between Phoenix and Convict. And I'll tell you what, it's something to stick around for. And we know you're our fans. You weren't planning on going anywhere, but this is going to be an insane match right here. Convict versus Phoenix, and I'm looking forward to seeing that right there, because the Phoenix is obviously not happy with what Impact Elite's been doing, and he mentioned that he wasn't happy that his friends got assaulted by Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs. Now, you take a superhero like Phoenix and add a slightly pissed off edge to him, and I think you're going to get a pretty crazy result out of any match that he ends up in. Regardless of who it's going to be against, we'll find that out later. Right now, CM Burnham is in the back, and he's got an interview that he's doing live.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Burnham backstage at the Impact Arena. My guest at this time, Angel Camacho. Angel, last week you had a really impressive outing against the Bronze Bull that you were almost successful in.
I didn't lose that match. If Bronze Bull wouldn't have cheated, I would have beat him and showed everyone what I can do. Any more questions?
Okay. Tonight, you have an opportunity to make an impact against Double D.
I've already made an impact. And if you don't watch your mouth, I'll make an impact on you. Besides, I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm big, I'm bad, and I'm sexy. And I'm gonna show everyone that tonight against Double D.
Yes. Of course. Yeah, I saw what happened. But I understand completely. No. Okay. Of course. I understand the ramifications of everything. I understand it all. I understand where you're coming from. No. Listen. I understand where you're coming from. You need to understand where I'm coming from. See, I'm torn. And I'm kind of leaning towards going at it alone. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. You need to understand where I am coming from. Look, I don't have time to worry about this right now. As you know, I've got a big time match against Angel Camacho coming up, and I need to get ready for that. I do not have time to deal with this. I'll think about it.
Wow, oh man.
Mike, I think I picked the wrong week to come back to help out with more recovery, Mud.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first is one half of Birds of Prey, Phoenix!
You know, it's bad enough having to walk around here and be terrified of bumping into the convict. Now I simply go to try to do a little interview with a man that I'm familiar with, that I've seen on several occasions, Angel Camacho, and I get physically assaulted back there. Oh, the things I do, the things we do.
I know. Well, you know, I've already had, and I was telling the fans about, just after you took off that, Kevin Morgan. I'm not sure if he was gonna.
No.
Oh, here we.
I'm gonna hide behind you, Mike.
Oh. Wow.
Just tell me when he's down the ramp, Mike, because I don't want to be.
He's about halfway. He's about halfway. All right, he is walking over. Well, he's standing at the front of the ring.
Okay, I think it's enough. I think we got it.
All right. I had, like I was saying, I had Kevin Morgan that I interviewed 2 weeks ago for After the Impact, and I was probably about this close to having the same thing happen to me, and I had, I think it was a week prior to that, I had Drake Gallows, who's just very mischievous, and he grabbed the microphone out of my hand and pushed me.
I saw that.
Pushed me.
I was very surprised, because I've known Drake for quite a while as well. He was very, very intense. He wanted to make an impact his first time in. Wow.
Well, that's the crazy thing, though. He said he didn't want to make an impact and that he was here looking for trouble, but come on, he's a wrestler. He's out looking for something.
Well, as we see here now, the initial confrontations between Phoenix and the convict. Phoenix trying to use a little bit of mind games there, trying to use some of the aerial maneuvers that he's well versed in, and taking the fight straight to the convict. The convict he's a force of nature. I really wonder if there's a human being underneath that mask.
Did you mean force or freak?
Either one.
Right.
Either one works.
Yeah,
but he's so unreadable. You can't tell if you've hurt him. You can't tell what he's got in mind. You can't see anything. He doesn't emit any type of emotion. He's like a wall.
Right. Some say that, a man's
there's a nice move by the Phoenix.
A man's eyes are the window to his soul. Therefore, if you can't see his eyes, he has no soul.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's kind of the appeal of wearing super dark shades anyway.
Those European uppercuts there by Phoenix, having no help, and a Samoan drop.
And conveniently enough, guess who just got some nice darkened shades from Italy? Yeah.
Good point.
Impact Elite.
Good point, Mike.
Johnny Z taking tremendous care of his followers there. The Convict. How do you give a man with a mask a pair of shades and expect him to look normal in it? I don't.
Yeah, the Convict can have whatever he wants, honestly, as long as he just stays away from me and hopefully away from you. And I'll be the first to tell you that if he comes towards me, I'm throwing you in the wolves. I don't want to be around him.
It's like that.
I just met you, but you're going to go that way.
I guess I'll take it for what it's worth, CM, and I'll just say that I run pretty fast, you know, and that's about all I could really do.
You're going to have to do that against the Convict. You've seen Phoenix try to run very fast here, try to fight from the ground there. The Convict's just choking him. And again, we don't expect strong technical wrestling from the Convict. At least I don't, from my association around here, my witnessing of what he's capable of. But I don't know how anybody goes into a match prepared for him. I don't see how you can plan a battle attack when there doesn't seem to be much of a weakness. Double D was able to pull off a win against him. He was the first man to put the Convict down. And it was something of a surprise and a little bit of a miracle.
Right.
But since then, it's been very, very rare for the Convict to find his shoulders on that mat. Phoenix has been trying here. You got a superhero in the ring, and he has not been able to make much of a dent against the Convict.
And that's the problem that so many wrestlers have when they're first facing the Convict. You know, is that he is that immovable object. You know, he moves at his own pace in there, and to get him off balance.
Oh, look at what Phoenix did there. Good. You say off balance.
Well, yeah,
maybe Phoenix hurt you.
Convict has a little lean to him. He's leaning right into the ropes there as Phoenix works over his
trying
face.
The Irish whip. Once again, reversed. No!
Oh, clothesline by the Convict, and you know he's very he's so immovable. You know, I mean you can maybe knock him off balance, but if you want to take him down, first of all, you can't be anywhere near the ropes with him. And second of all, you really got to put everything you have into doing that.
It's taken, in the past, it has taken multiple people to do anything to make the Convict come up unsuccessful. It took 4 people to take the the Impact Division title off of him in the Impact X match, and it's taken multiple people to get him out of rings and battle royals. I don't know, as strong, as powerful as Phoenix is, right now you see him in a vice grip. You see the Convict just applying pressure. This is a submission hold, and I think Phoenix is going to pass out here.
He's kind of just moving his hands really
you can hear this uneasy hush in the crowd. I mean, they're witnessing this, and Phoenix not ready to give up yet. No!
Oh, God.
The sheer power, the ultimate force that is the Convict, just picking Phoenix up, throwing him, not releasing him, not dropping him, throwing him to the mat.
Right, you know, and there's various stages like you mentioned, you know, I mean, there's pick somebody up and release them, you know, which hurts in and of itself. You add to that when you throw them down, and I mean, he just had nothing to land on there, just nothing to go off of, and that ring is it's a sanctuary for pain, you know. I mean, that's what it's there for. And the Convict knows that he has the power to pick up a guy like Phoenix or whoever it is.
And now, once again, right back to that vice grip, applying that pressure to both sides of the head. Phoenix, you can see him trying to rally some sort of power from somewhere, trying to get support. But how long can he withstand that steel grip of the Convict. Phoenix with a Pele kick.
Oh, for the first.
And the Convict is down.
First time tonight.
The Convict was down, but look how quickly he got back up.
I know. Like you said, he is nothing to play with. You know, if you're gonna put him down, you expect to have to put him down multiple times to even begin to think about going for a pin.
There we go again. Now he's down again. Tornado DDT. Convict over with the pin. Got
and
it too.
He throws. He just tosses Phoenix off of him.
A kick out with authority, but Phoenix got a 2 count out of that, which is very, very impressive considering how much pain and how much punishment he's taken in this match. And now, once again, those clubbing forearms to the side of the head and the chest of the Convict. The Convict's just shrugging him off. They don't seem to have any effect at all.
Oh,
now that's
Phoenix
a smart move on the part of Phoenix.
There.
Use that speed. That maybe is what he needed to do from the start. Caught. Look out. 15-20.
Wow. You know, well, Phoenix, unfortunately.
That's it.
Oh, that is it right there. Your Convict 15-20 is just such a destructive move.
Well, if nothing else, Mike, I hate to say it, but we just got the first decisive victory of the night. We didn't get a DQ.
We did.
This was a clear pinfall victory and a very dominant showing by the Convict.
Absolutely. What amazes me about him is he doesn't seem to be, and of course we can't see his face, so we don't know, but he never seems to be too thrilled about being here. Like, hey, I won. Oh, that's great. You know,
you can't see anything. He's, like I said, he's just a force of nature out there. I don't know that there's any motivation. I don't know. He seems to just come out and inflict pain. And I wonder if somewhere deep inside that mind, there is a spark of enjoyment from here. There has to be. We just can't see it. Phoenix rolling to the outside.
Phoenix is clearly.
Please go. Thank you.
He's gone. He's gone. Phoenix is doubled over in pain outside of the ring right now. He just took the Convict's most brutal move that he's delivered, which is the 15-20. We've seen him destroy so many men with that.
The Convict is an amazing acquisition for Impact Elite. We've got a powerful member already in Kevin Morgan, but with someone who is so uncontrollable and so unpredictable like the Convict is, the only thing you can be sure of is that when he enters the ring, somebody's going to get destroyed. And again, with that setup, Impact Elite just seems unstoppable as a unit, as a unified force.
And you know, and it's because they're functioning as a unit. You know, you look at everybody else that's out here. You know, you've got tag teams here and there. You've got you've got guys that don't really have any issues with each other, but they're not teamed up together. They're not functioning together, and they can't gang up on Impact Elite or you know, provide any kind of resistance. And that's, I might get in trouble for saying this, but that's what needs to be out there. That's
Impact Elite certainly is functioning as a unit. They have done so since they have brought themselves together. And you're right, it's going to take a unified effort on the part of other members of that locker room to counter them. Someone else functioning together here is Team Bull, so let's go to the back now and see them.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
I can't believe this. These 35 gods. They don't even.
Bobby, look at me.
This is a disgrace.
Brass Bull, calm down. Look at the Bronze Bull right now, okay? Look at me right here, focus, okay? You're all upset, and I understand you have every right to be. But you're getting a little worked up here. I mean, let's think about it. We put each other through more than that. I mean, think about it. I mean, you damn near killed me with the Scepter of Olympus before. You put me head first through a table. I beat the bejesus out of you countless times, Brass Bull. It's okay. We're still standing. The gods put us here for a reason. Team Bull's going nowhere. And not those guys. What wrestling should be? Nah. Here's the deal, Brass Bull. You and I, we're going to fix this. All right? Worst time in the world for a phone call. Hold on. Bronze Bull, speak. You call it the worst possible times, man. I'll be honest. No, me and Brass Bull are sitting here. I mean, no. Team Bull. No, Team Bull. That's what we call ourselves now. No, the gods came up with that, actually. No, look. Yeah, I know you're real excited about this whole thing. I understand, but look, can I just call you back? We got something to deal with. Yes, I said I'll call you back. No, he's right here, man. We'll call you back. Brass Bull, we're gonna fix this.
Yeah. Hey, you're the new guy, right? Here in IZW? I'm the worst in the world copycat. And now, I'm everybody's nemesis.
Really?
Really? Just wondering, who are you?
Drake Gallows.
Danae Gallops. That's weird. Danae, that's a weird name, but if that's your name, you're born with it. Well, I just want to say, mighty fine looking area you're standing at.
That's right.
See that right over there? Damon Morte's got hit by a car right there.
Really?
A car. And it's very weird, Danae, that you are right here in the area of the crime scene. So, in my eyes, looks like you are the prime suspect in hitting Damon Morte. Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
I believe so.
Why don't you do me a favor?
What's that?
Since you're the worst in the world, why don't you go practice? Before you start pointing fingers, why don't you get some facts? Get out of my area.
Oh, my bad, man. No hostile intentions. Yeah, buddy. Like I said, stay out of my area. Maybe I'm not the one you want to mess with.
Price, you're fired!
It's a cash emergency. Super Pawn Woman to the rescue.
When you need fast cash or great deals, come experience the fast, family-friendly service at Maverick Pawn, where they'll get you the cash you need to get back on your feet and make you a deal on the things you just can't live without. They've got a huge variety of jewelry, tools, game systems, and electronics. They'll even cash your tax refund check right on the spot. And don't forget they buy gold. Great deals. Fast cash. It's Maverick Pawn. 357-4911.
Done this before?
Oh yeah.
Tattoos are forever, so don't trust your ink in the hands of an amateur. Come see the licensed professionals at Impact Ink. From minuscule to masterpiece, they'll leave you with a tattoo that you'll want to show off. They also have a wide selection of the finest body jewelry. But when you have to cover up your art, do it with your very own Impact Ink merchandise. Wear your art, love your ink. Impact Ink. We at Impact Zone Wrestling would like to begin making a positive impact on the tragedy that struck Moore, Oklahoma. So we are declaring the entire month of June to be Moore Recovery Month, where every ticket, merchandise, and concession sale will be donated to the American Red Cross disaster relief effort in Moore, Oklahoma. So be at the Impact Arena, 1009 Southwest F in Lawton, Oklahoma, every Saturday night to help make an impact and make Moore, Oklahoma stronger than ever.
I just don't see how we're gonna be able to pay any of these bills.
I guess we could sell my wedding ring.
Yes! Sell your gold to me so that I may melt it down into liquid profit.
It's a cash emergency. Super Pawn Woman to the rescue.
When you need fast cash, don't be pressured into selling your gold. Bring it to Maverick Pawn, where their fast, friendly staff will give you a loan on your precious valuables so you don't lose them forever.
Great deals!
Fast cash!
It's Maverick Pawn! 357-4911. July 20th, 2013. It returns. 10 men. 2 teams. 4 sides of steel. 5 men will lay slain. The others will stand in victory. Nothing will prepare you for hell on earth. Evolution.
Wow, well, let's talk about Impact Zone Wrestling's Evolution on July 20th. Crazy show. That's bound to be crazy.
You've never had the opportunity to actually see an Impact Chamber match, have you?
I have not.
I've had the pleasure of witnessing two. I had the pleasure of calling one. Let me tell you, they're an amazing specimen to watch. You have the ring surrounded by a steel cage. You've got 10 competitors in there entering in one at a time, and that ring fills up. It is bloody, brutal mayhem in that ring, and that's what we have to look forward to on July 20th. We already know Impact Elite, as a unit, entered in to face off there, but who are they going to face off against? That's the question we've been asking all night. We have seen again and again Impact Elite prove their unity, their willingness to, and their ability to work together as a force.
Right.
It's something that seems to be missing from the rest of the locker room right now.
There is. There's a lot missing right now, and you know, one of the primary thing that's missing when you're talking about Evolution is a team that's ready to face Impact Elite, or as they're calling themselves, for the Impact Chamber match in America. You know, we don't have anybody who stepped up to the plate yet.
Well, we might have a little bit of a hope because we saw Team Bull square off against our tag team champions. They were willing to step up 2-on-2, but that's only 2 competitors, assuming that they're willing to step in the ring together. Even if they are, who else would be out there that would be willing to step the team with them and step into the Impact Chamber with Impact Elite with Team Erica?
That's right, you know, and I'm glad to have you here because, you know, the questions that you bring to the table are always good ones. You know, they inspire people to think. And you asked Damon Windsor earlier about the phone traffic that he's had.
Yeah, that's a
seeing
mysterious thing that
this.
seems to be going on. I'm not certain. Oh boy. Well. Well, the chills just ran up my spine as Angel Camacho makes his way down the ring. I now have to add him to the list of individuals who just seems to want to intimidate and physically bully myself and presumably other people that are on our position. But to take nothing away from Angel Camacho, who has done exactly what wrestlers need to do when they come here to IZW. Wait, what?
There's something going on.
We're getting word here that something's up with Double D in the back. There's something happening to Double D in the back. He's down.
Oh, come on. This can't be happening. Are you
have-
serious? Is this another? Oh, my God.
Impact Elite. Once again, Impact Elite just standing over.
Well, he's got a match
supposed to face off. Angel Camacho was talking about how he was going to prove himself against Double D, and now you see the glee, you see the look of happiness on the part of Erica, and Angel Camacho just standing in the ring waiting.
He needs an opponent. He needs an opponent.
Yes.
And Impact Elite just remove the possibility.
Of Double D, absolutely. Well,
yeah.
I mean, referee Mark Wilson is standing there. I suppose
we're still waiting on an official match. Actually,
it makes sense for him to declare Angel Camacho winner by forfeit. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Inland Storm.
No,
I don't know.
This is one of the most confusing moments that I've had since I've been here.
Camacho wants anybody. I think.
Camacho wants to face somebody right now. I see him. As he's in the ring right now.
Camacho is pacing. He's ready. He wants to face somebody.
He's ready.
Because what happened? I mean, we know. We can guess what happened to Double D. But why? Why now? Why
before a match? Angel Camacho's not even in Impact Elite.
Camacho's gonna talk.
Where's your hero at, huh? I came here to fight. I came here to fight. I demand an opponent. Now! They can be one of you.
Angel Camacho. Here we go again.
Now the mic's on now.
Where's Double D? Huh? Is he scared? Is that why he's not out here? I demand an opponent. Go find me one.
Well, Camacho wants to prove himself.
Make it fast. I'm ready to hurt somebody.
I'd rather he not make his way up here and try to hurt one of us.
CM, I apologize to you. I mean, had I known that was going to happen, I'm trying to show a little nobility.
You want to be my opponent?
We got to get someone out of the back to face Angel Camacho here. I'm very concerned that he's going to step outside the ring and start challenging fans in the audience, and that's never a good thing.
No, well, he's had that mentality since he came here. I remember his debut, and he was just so frustrated. What is this?
Well, we hear music and
whoa!
That's Christopher Fury.
What in the world?
Mike. I know that you're not familiar with Chris Fury, but I've seen this man for quite a while. He's a 6-year veteran of this sport, and I'd heard that he was going to be making his way over here to IZW. He's competed in places all over Oklahoma. And I saw him backstage and he said, hey, I'm here, I want to talk to the management, I want to see if I can get a spot on the roster here. Well, this is a great opportunity for him to prove himself right here, because he's got a tough test in front of him in Angel Camacho. Christopher Fury, a very, very technical wrestler, a very technical competitor, and also something of a psychologist. He's a man who I have known to be able to get inside the minds of his opponents. Right now, answering kind of an impromptu challenge here, and he's facing an enraged, motivated Angel Camacho.
You couldn't amplify those words enough. Enraged is that's about the best one that you're going to get, and we know. Angel Camacho is just steaming right now. You can almost see it coming off of him.
Stare down Mark Wilson. Look at him just glare over at Mark Wilson and say, what are you going to do if I don't back out of this corner? And now he's just taunting and baiting Christopher Fury. Fury, though, shaking it off, looking to take the fight right to Camacho. Camacho now with an arm ringer.
This is really shocking.
There's
to
the
me.
athleticism of Christopher Fury as he reverses that arm ringer around into a nice headlock.
Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me, CM. I'm still a little shocked over everything that's just taken place here in the last couple of minutes.
We are definitely concerned about the physical condition of Double D. We want to take nothing away from this match right here, though.
Right.
But yes, believe you, fans, we in the back here, we're hoping to get some sort of a word about the condition of Double D after the attack, the apparent backstage attack on the part of Impact Elite. But right now, we've got two young and up-and-coming stars. One who's already made an impact here in IZW, the other looking to make an impact in his debut appearance in IZW. And right now we've got. And Camacho has not let up with the jaw jacking and the verbal intimidation on Christopher Fury since he walked in.
Yeah, he's well, Angel Camacho is already known for that anyway, for just yelling at his opponents and doing everything he can. He's already a big man, all right, but he'll do everything that he can to add to his to his appearance, you know, his large appearance, you know, which is using that voice that he has, just digging down.
Fury,
wow,
taking
Fury's
right down. It looked like he had a little bit of a hope there as he delivered some of those European forearms to the face and the chin of Angel Camacho, but Camacho planting Fury down with that vicious lariat clothesline. And now, what's he got in mind here is he picks Fury up basically by the chin.
Wow.
Man.
Well, Angel Camacho is certainly not going to allow Chris Fury to walk out of this ring if if that's at all possible. And we're starting to see right now that Chris Fury came out here ready, but he is in a bad place right now.
But he's not giving up right there after taking a couple of cross forearms right to the face, and Camacho going in with a pin attempt. Fury kicked out. There's still fight left in this young star.
Whoa. Well, there we go. That was a relatively speedy recovery. A great show of resilience by Chris Fury.
Fury now pumping himself up, trying to find whatever it takes in order to get this big man down. He needs to get Camacho off his feet. He needs to do something to negate that power of the Puerto Rican assassin.
He's absolutely.
And Camacho.
Wow.
Oh, he's locked in. Overhead. Wow.
Well,
the sheer strength of Angel Camacho, and now, no, you're not going to keep Christopher Fury down that way.
No, he needs to. If he intends to keep Christopher Fury down, what he needs to do is use all that weight that he has behind him and place it directly on. Oh!
That's exactly. It's as if he read your mind right there, Mike.
You know,
that's the type.
Can he hear me out there?
He very well may.
Oh,
I hope not, because I'd hate to hear him think that he can hear me saying how scared I was of him. I don't want him to take advantage of that.
Well, you know, it's for Angel Camacho, it doesn't matter. CM.
No!
He is going to use that intimidation with anybody that he comes across. And I remember 2 weeks ago he got out here and he said, you know, anybody else who gets in my way gets hurt. You know, so that's his mindset right now, and that's what you ran into tonight. That's what Chris Fury is facing right now. The difference, though, is that he can do a lot more to Chris Fury as a fellow wrestler than he can do to you
and
as
Fury,
an interviewer.
Look at Fury come back after taking all that punishment.
Wow.
Fury now repeated forearms to the face of Angel Camacho. Does he have him? No. Camacho catches him, hoists him onto the back. Where's he gonna go? Oh! Flat down, face first, goes Christopher Fury. I think that might be it.
That is,
well,
Angel Camacho had got what he wanted.
It was a game try by Christopher Fury. He came out here. He knew that he had the opportunity to prove himself in this ring, and he gave everything that he had against Angel Camacho. But here's another man, much like the Convict, much like Kevin Morgan, something of an unstoppable force here in IZW. And he took all that aggression, all that pent-up anger, not being able to face Double D.
And
he took it out on Christopher.
And we saw, I even saw his frustration, you know, when Mark Wilson took his arm to hoist it for the victory announcement. You know, he pulled away from it. And look at it, he's just so aggressive, and there's so much tension bottled up within Angel Camacho. I mean, that is a very large man to have all that rage bottled up inside of, and he's certainly. I got a feeling that Angel Camacho is about to go on a rampage here at IZW.
And I certainly do not want to be anywhere around when that happens. I am thankful I am not an in-ring competitor, that I do not have to face someone like Angel Camacho. As we see Christopher Fury trying to get back up after taking that devastating move. It's been an interesting night, Mike.
It has been an interesting night, you know.
This was not a showing by Impact Elite, but still somebody that could prove themselves to be a devastating ally, maybe, of Impact Elite. I'd be very fearful of that alliance. But I think right here, even though he came out on the losing end, I think right here that Christopher Fury has made an impression and shown that he's willing to give everything he had, even against, I don't want to say unstoppable odds, but against nearly unsurmountable odds of people like Angel Camacho. He entered in that ring last moment, said, I'm here, I'm going to take the place of Double D, and we have not received any word as to the condition of Double D. I wish that someone would come over the headsets and give us some sort of indication as to what the physical condition of Double D is right now.
That would be nice. You know, what's really impressive to me, okay, because we've already seen a lot of impromptu tonight, you know, and for Christopher Fury to come out that quickly and face Angel Camacho, you know, just to start, just to break the ice on making a name for himself at IZW, speaks volumes about his character, you know. And we've got. I still wish that. Wait a minute. What is this? Music. That's Double D's music.
Well, why is this playing? There's no.
Could it be? I still don't see him.
Well, you know, I don't see any movement from back here near the entranceway. So maybe
oh my God.
Double D's back out here on top of the ramp, making his way into the ring.
That is incredible. You know, that at least negates our need for him to or for an update on his condition.
And you saw Double D right there looking to the camera saying, "You can't take down the Force." As he flashed the hand sign of the Force, Double D making his way into the ring. We saw him surrounded by the members of Impact Elite.
Oh, just minutes ago, too.
Yeah, but he seems to at least partially have recovered from that, and now he stands alone in the ring with a microphone. Let's go up and hear what Double D has to say.
I'm sure just like me, everybody sitting in this Impact Arena right now, all the members of the Force here, all the members watching on GFL.TV Live, we're all sick and tired of Johnny Z, the Emperor to my Captain Kirk, coming out with his little Klingons Impact Elite and his little Empress hussy, Erica, and attacking people from behind. 5-on-1, 5-on-2, none of them have the balls to do it man-to-man, face-to-face.
Wow, strong words from Double D.
Yeah, he's got to be so enraged right now.
I'm tired of this, and you will learn, you will always learn that you will respect the Force, and what I want you to do is get your asses out here right now and face me!
Does Double D just call out Impact Elite?
As a whole? I don't know.
They just beat him down in the back and he's willing to face them.
I can't believe that.
On his own in the ring here?
There's got to be some kind, what? Come on, Double D's got, he's smarter than that.
I have my back turned right now, so it seems like they're all just a little bit chicken.
I can't believe that he would come out here. He's smarter than that. He's so much smarter than that.
Well, D has always been...
Here, let's see if this helps. I'm turning my back. See if they'll decide to come out now.
D's never been one to back down from a...
I've got all night. I'm sure all the members of the Force. Do you have all night? I'm not going anywhere. We're tired of this. We are tired of Impact Elite running roughshod all over IZW.
There's no way.
Well, I guess D's gonna get his, you know they say to be careful what you wish for because you may just get it.
That's exactly.
Looks like now, like D's about to get Impact Elite out here. The question is it gonna be all of them? Is it going to be, we've seen so far tonight they've been functioning as a unit.
Yep.
And, well, there's lights out Jordan Jacobs. There's Jermaine, Kevin Morgan, Johnny Z.
Johnny Z behind him, trailing him up.
If there's any redeeming factor in this entire situation, it's that the convict is not coming out with them. And here's Madam Commissioner Erica.
That's an insane move on his part.
Double D is standing alone right here. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's the convict. There is, you know, I started to say earlier, Double D is always known the size of himself in this fight, but there's no way that he can fight this all on one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh
It's
my
Team
God!
Bull!
It's Team Bull!
Team Bull is the ring!
With David Winter!
Is the ring!
David Winter! No way!
Well, now the odds seem a little bit more even.
A lot more even. Wow!
We've got 4 on the inside, 5 plus the commissioner on the outside.
Well, Double D doesn't seem to be too happy about this, though. What in the world is...
And you can see the Bronze Bull. Look, the convict wants the Bronze Bull. That America
I'm sure the Bronze
hold
Bull.
the convict back.
I'm sure the Bronze Bull wants the convict as well.
I think so too. Okay, it looks like the Bull has the microphone. Let's see. Maybe he has something to say to this whole situation.
I can think of a lot of really clever insults right now. We can talk about how amazing it is that Johnny Z was able to walk out here despite the fact that all y'all have is in your head so far up his ass, you can taste his dinner. But we're not going to do that. We're above that. What we are going to do is we're going to do a little math problem.
Hey, can't nobody here do that.
In this ring, I see 4 competitors.
With 0 belts! That's right.
And on the outside of the ring, I see a bunch of punk-ass bitches.
What'd you say earlier about that rating, Mike?
It just went up. Wow.
So I tell you what, let's do something that everyone would really like to see. Let's do something a little different than we've done all night. Instead of all of y'all doing 4 and 5 and 6 on 1, how about y'all find a set of balls between y'all, and then you come in this ring and you take on the 4 of us right now.
Well, there's a challenge laid down right now.
Wow.
Bronze Bull saying he wants 4 on 4. If Impact Elite answers this, the question now is which 4 are they going to pick?
If you're having trouble figuring this one out, and you're having trouble finding your balls, look under Erica's skirt.
Ho ho! Yeah, that's what I love about the Bronze Bull.
He speaks his mind.
He does. He doesn't withhold anything. Well, Mark Wilson is making his way down in the background there, presumably to officiate what's bound to be a hell of a matchup.
Well, assuming we have a match, I mean, Impact Elite still hasn't actually answered this challenge. They're staying on the outside.
Now, you know, this is the first time tonight that we haven't seen them function as a unit. They're presented with a challenge, I would expect them to answer quicker than this.
Oh, I think they are functioning as a unit. They seem to be functioning by not saying anything. And I certainly would like them to show the same aggressiveness and the same brutality, if you will.
Well, hey, natural-born coward, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Are you gonna do like Aaron, like Bronze Bull said? You're gonna finally grow a pair? You're gonna grow a pair and face that man?
This instance, I am tired of all of you disrespectful, stupid idiots. I am not a man. I am absolutely beautiful, and you are all losers. Losers. So you know what? You want a little dose of what's to come and evolution with Team Erica reigns supreme? You guys are gonna kick ass right now. What? Yes. Right now. I don't care. I don't care because you guys are elite. You guys have status. You should be able to beat these bozos with a one-arm time behind your
Whoa,
back.
Empress! Why don't you shut your mouth? How about this? How about everybody raise your force hand and simply say, "Shut up, Erica!"
Should we join in on that?
I'm tempted to. I'm halfway tempted. Wow. What an amazing night here at IZW. There's got to be something coming out of this.
Well, so far, Impact Elite still has not made any indication that they're actually going to accept the challenge that was laid down by the Bronze Bull.
They haven't, but the 4 men standing in the ring.
You know what? You go ahead, you make up all the stupid little chants you want, dummies. While we go in here and we show each and every one of you exactly what you have in common with all 4 of these losers. And that's that you're all below expectations.
Well, I guess that's considered an answer. Impact Elite will be stepping up to the challenge. The question now, which 4? We see Jordan Jacobs, Johnny Z. I guess it's going to be
Kevin Morgan
stepping in there, Jermaine Johnson. That leaves the Convict and Matt America at ringside. But it appears we are going to have an 8-man tag. Referee Mark Wilson, I do not envy you. Your job right now to try to control all 8 of these men.
No, not at all. Not at all. Wow. What? I mean, can you imagine being these four guys? The Bronze Bull, the Brass Bull, Damon Windsor, and Double D. You've all got this one thing in common: is that tonight you've been assaulted by Impact Elite, and they've had enough. They're fed up.
Well, maybe that's what needed to happen. Maybe it took all of those beatings, all of that humiliation, and all of that gangland-style attack in order to teach and to make people, make the Bulls and Dean Windsor understand that exactly what it is that they're facing. Because you saw them stand in the ring there. They held off Impact Elite. They kept them outside. And Impact Elite didn't exactly know what to deal with, how to deal with what they were facing.
That's right. And for the first time tonight, we've seen that because they. Everything that was on the schedule that happened. Okay, granted, we had 3 disqualifications to begin with this evening, all because of Impact Elite. And one of those matches was impromptu as well. Okay, but now we have this challenge presented to Impact Elite. The Bronze Bull is ready to do business with Johnny Z and take him out.
The Bronze Bull and Johnny Z have a long and storied history. They came into this business, they were 2 of the original founders of IZW, and they had a knockdown, brutal feud last year. I saw them, I witnessed them in a cage match. I witnessed them draw blood. I witnessed them stand in the ring across from each other and talk very personal issues between the two of them. And it was, there certainly is no love lost between these two men. And now the Bronze Bull is going to take out a lot of pent-up aggression, a lot of deep-seated issues on the natural-born leader and your IZW champion, Johnny Z, because if anybody knows what it takes to be an IZW champion, it's that man, the Bronze Bull, right there. 6 times he's done it in the past. He'd love to make it lucky number 7. And now he's turned things over to his new tag team partner, this new alliance between the Bronze Bull and the Brass Bull.
And Johnny Z is taking a beating out here in the Impact
I bet Johnny
Arena.
Z right now wishes he was back in Europe because he had a
oh,
lot
yeah.
easier there.
What a way to come back from vacation. You know, you come back and you expect to be a dominant force in your own arena, nevertheless. And then you end up facing something like this. They are getting tagged in left and right here, and of course I'm talking about Damon Windsor getting tagged in now.
Damon Windsor, who suffered that brutal boot at the beginning of the show at the hands of Johnny Z, and now Windsor back in. And look at the Bronze Bull. Look at them use Impact Elite's tactics against their own leader.
Oh, wow. Talk about taking a dose of your own medicine right there. Johnny Z is really feeling it right now.
Yeah, the face of Johnny Z shows it all right there. He is desperate to find some way to get out of this ring, but he is taking a brutal beating. Float over there. Nice DDT on the part of Johnny Z.
I'm amazed he could pull that off. He was really taking a pounding there for a minute. I shouldn't sound so delighted, actually, but, you know, Johnny Z is, oh, he got the tag there. It looks like Jordan Jacobs is coming in to handle Damon Windsor himself.
The smallest dog in the fight here, but he's certainly one of the most vicious. Lights out Jordan Jacobs taking it on to the big picture Damon Windsor.
Well, you know, he's the Impact Player of the Year, 2012 Impact Player of the Year.
And that was an impact he made right there, an impact on his posterior. And here we go with the Bronze Bull. Speaking of Impact Players of the Year, Bronze Bull, a former Impact Player of the Year as well.
You know, the Bronze Bull, talk about his accomplishments here, and he's, I mean, a 6-time champion of the IZW, right?
Yes.
The company is only 9 years old right now. We're going into the 10th year. We're pretty well into the 10th year right now. Speaking of which, and I know it's way out on the horizon, but Coronation in March of 2014.
That is going to be an amazing event. We saw a hype video for it earlier, and Coronation be held at the Great Plains Coliseum right here in Lawton, Oklahoma. That's where some of the biggest actions happen for IZW. That's where Aaron Neal defeated Vader for his 2nd IZW title. And also, I believe he actually lost it to Vader earlier at the Great Plains Coliseum as well. So that place holds a lot of history and a lot of meaning to a lot of the competitors that are in here. And it'll be a tremendous event, fans. You do not want to miss that. Mark your calendars.
Right now,
15th, 2014. That's a long way in the future, but you certainly are going to want to plan for that. Right now, the Bronze Bull is planning a lot of brutality. Oh, look, he's using Jermaine Johnson's own stuff against him right there. He's showing his power and his strength. And he brings Johnson in. Oh, we're going to show off some power and strength right now.
Oh, no way.
Look at the power of the Bronze Bull.
That
no offense
is crazy.
There, Bronze.
Well, it's all right. You know, they're unified now.
They are. They're Team Bull.
I mean, they're Team Bull. That's crazy. Who would have thought
and the Bull points to the captain of the force.
Yeah, he's really just getting this audience so involved and almost giving them a say in who comes in to handle who. And that's incredible. That means that they have control over the match right now. And Impact Elite
You can feel that all the way up here. Those chops of Double D are absolutely devastating. And when he turns that one around, as he may just very well do, there's a second one. But if he follows suit, you can expect the force chop to come here now. He shows the sign. There it is. We're going to put a force chop right into the chest of Jordan Jacobs. And follows up with a pin attempt.
Jordan Jacobs, I mean, his chest, you know, to talk about his anatomy very briefly here, his chest is very acoustic in nature. I mean, those chops resonate. The sound from them just rings in this arena. I mean, to the point where it literally, I can feel it tap on my headset. You know, when he receives them, and now there's chaos in the ring.
Yeah, well, there
right
was
now.
a miscalculation on the part of the Bronze Bull, who came in to try to help out Double D, and referee Mark Wilson doing his job, having to get the Bronze Bull out.
Not in on this.
The Convict picking up Double D and slamming him with authority onto the floor of the Impact Arena, and now rolling Double D back into the ring.
That's fair game for Jordan Jacobs, and now we're gonna get only a 2 count.
Yeah, not even a complete 2 count on that part. You're gonna have to do a lot more than that to weaken Double D, but they have done the right thing. They have locked D down, they've cut that ring in half, and they've isolated D on their side of the ring, as you now see one of the biggest, I guess the biggest man in this conflict, the Image of War, Kevin Morgan, as he throws D into the corner of Impact Elite.
Wow, that turnbuckle is hard, and Double D just felt every inch of it, driving into his mid-upper back right there. Now to Kevin Morgan is fresh. I mean, he hasn't really been involved in this matchup since it started, so he's fresh.
Once again, drawing the other members in, distracting the referee as the other members of Impact Inc. all choke out Double D, applying the pressure, applying the numbers game to Double D, who desperately needs a tag right now, as all 3 of the members of his team are waiting, are fresh, and are ready to get into this conflict.
You know, the Bronze Bull said he wanted to talk math out here, you know, but unfortunately for Double D right now and for everybody on Team Bull's side over there, you know, Impact Elite's familiar with numbers as well. I mean, as a matter of fact, they are masters of that game, the numbers game. So
we saw Impact Elite seem a little bit reluctant to step up to this match to begin with. But now that reluctance is completely gone away, as they are doing exactly what you said. They're using that unity, they're using those numbers, they're finding and picking their opportunities. And right now you see our IZW champion, Johnny Z, against a man that has been a thorn in his side for quite a long time. They had a year-long feud at one point. A very long time. They saw D be carted out in an ambulance at one point. At the hands of Johnny Z, and now Johnny Z, anytime that Johnny Z has the opportunity to step in the ring with Double D and try to put him in his place, as Johnny would say, he's going to relish that opportunity.
He is, you know, and that's Johnny Z's character. I mean, through and through. You know, he doesn't. If he feels that you're out of line with him, he'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you know your place. And it just so happens that he's the owner, and it just so happens that he has all the backup in the world that he could ever possibly want. It's unfortunate to see, you know, Double D, who's such a good guy, very well intentioned, to be going through this right now. I mean, he's been in there for a couple of minutes now, taking this beating from Impact Elite.
Trust me, Double D has all the heart in the world. He will not willingly give up the fight. You practically have to knock the man unconscious, which that boot may very well have done. But you have to knock Double D unconscious in order to put him down. And Johnny now going for a pin. Is this enough? Is it going to be?
Oh! Whoa! Double D kicks out
Mark
at the
Wilson
last second.
almost coming down with that 3 count. That was about 2 inches off the mat. That was how close it was for D. As he looks to his corner, he can see his partners over there. He's extending that hand, but Johnny Z is keeping him from being anywhere close enough to truly make that tag.
Oh, and look at Bobby Starr, you know.
Yeah, Bobby Starr trying to maybe make a blind tag, but Johnny Z able to see that, not allowing the full extension on the Irish whip, pulling him back in. A smart man, Johnny.
Oh, now Damon Windsor has his arm as extended as far as possible into the ring to tell Double D, get his attention, and hopefully have him tag in. I mean, Double D really needs to get away from all this action in the ring right here.
And here comes Impact Elite. This thing's breaking down right now. Referee Mark Wilson has really just lost control of this whole match.
Well, you know, Mark Wilson's an outstanding referee, but you know, with all the bad blood that's here in the ring for this matchup and in the Impact Arena period, you're going to
you got chaos on the outside here, but you still got the two legal men on the inside, Johnny Z and Double D. There's a knee straight to the chin of D as he goes to the top rope.
Well, Mark Wilson's got to stay in the ring, though.
With the crossbody. That's it.
It is all over. It is all over. Double D has pinned Johnny Z for the win.
They came out. The winning team came out. They challenged Impact Elite. They said, we are ready to stand against you. And they proved that as a unified force, they could stand up to the dominance and the unification of Impact Elite. I think maybe we may have seen at least 4 members of the team that could possibly face down Impact Elite in the Impact Chamber at Evolution on July 20th.
And it is a very strong possibility. It's the strongest possibility at this point for sure. And it is, I mean, again, no official announcement yet, but what you do see is 4 guys, 4 very powerful wrestlers with very accomplished records who are all sick and tired of dealing with Impact Elite and getting continuously beat down, assaulted, you know, because this is no longer a place here in the Impact Arena. It's no longer a place where a wrestler can come and succeed for himself. You've got to know people. You've got to get on the right side, and that's just something that is despicable. But ladies and gentlemen, CM Burnham, thank you very much for joining me, and we are going to take this one to the house. See you again next time for the final week of For Recovery Month.